Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your host SlayerWasp, bringing you a fantabulous new series. A series on one of the best MMORPGs as of today, and that is Star Wars The Old Republic. As you can see, I have three characters right now. My main, Artemis, who is a Jedi Guardian, level 35, currently on Coruscant gathering some holograms. Maybe show you around. My second one was actually Entriok, which was a commando. He's level 23. I use him for farming credits specifically, and basically give those credits on to my friend Artemis. He also has some companions that are good for armor tech as well as other things. And then of course my third is Jabralik, who's a level 16 mercenary. Just got him going recently with his premium gear, and of course I use him for farming items as well as any other technology I may need for my main account. And of course, you've met Artemis. Well, let's get in the game, shall we, folks? Right now, I am extremely far in the game on all three stories, especially Artemis, who's almost max level, which right now is 50 to 55, depending on your expansion level. But of course, I think I'll make this into a series explaining the game, showing you some tips, tricks, and of course, getting you through it. Mainly, in this video, it's kind of an intro showing you what is to come. So once this loads, we'll see what the in-game world is like. By the way, the graphics are pretty amazing for your typical MMORPG. They took tons of time into it, and unlike most of your typical MMORPGs, it does have dialogue, and, well, by dialogue, you're probably thinking, oh, when you walk up to some guy, you just do your regular chat. Actually, you get audio and voiceovers. It's extremely nice. They took years to make this game. It's just fantabulous. So yes, I'm on Coruscant, currently looking for some holocrons. I do have the encyclopedia for this game. It helps a ton. Really quick, going to expand the screen just a slight so I can fully see everything. So go back into a quick loading screen. There we go. Now we can see everything. Perfect and clear. So basically, I'm going to show you the combat system real quick. It's your typical tab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick bar. But it's a little bit different because it adds also certain characteristics to how the game is performed. For instance, I can also call in my companion, which you have companions are a big deal in this game right now. I have my C2N2 droid with me. He is a healer because I am a tank / healer, which I'm a hybrid class, as you can see. I have the tanking power as well as the healing power. And a bit of damage too, thanks to my premium gear I got from alpha and beta stages. So right now, Star Wars The Old Republic, if you have not heard, is free to play. And by free to play, almost the entire game is free. You could go through the entire thing without buying any premium gear. Premium gear is not all that much better as the free to play stuff. Which free to play, it doesn't really affect you. You're not missing out on much. Let me just say that. Maybe cartel coins, which will allow you to get some cool stuff like epic rides, more customization, stuff like that. But in overall speaking, you're not missing much. So if you have free to play and you're wondering what you're missing out on, it's not much. Basically, let's look at my guy real quick. All of my items right now are cartel coin, meaning the premium currency. As you can see, the armor is ridiculous, and in fact, 490, it says 490 armor, but really, with all the added bonuses, it comes to around 1,490. In free-to-play, you can get armor about this good, but that is on planets like Hoth, which is the max level planet. Where, of course, you can craft it, which, while we're at it, I guess I'll go into some of the subjects I'll be covering in this series. Well, of course, the first subject will be, of course, tips and tricks to how to go about the game, how to level up your character faster, etc., etc. And also which characters have the best storyline, and other cool and neat features of this game. other than the fact that the map and everything for this game is freaking huge, as you can see. I guess another subject will be is how to obtain credits. As you can see, right now on me, I have 138,963 credits. Now that is just what I have on me. In my bank, I have a couple mil. Yes, you heard me, folks. Mil. And that is easily obtained by either farming, gathering, crafting, or in my case, it's by a specific type of farming, and that is crafting farming. And you may be thinking, well, what's that? Over here on your right, you can see I have my crew management, which these are all my companions. All 4 of them. C2N2 I mainly keep with me, or Kira Carson. Kira Carson's also a tank healer, aggro type person. But I mainly keep her out in the field doing jobs because I have more affection with her. Well, anyways, the other 3 I can have separately going off and getting supplies or crafting medical supplies. And by the way, I do recommend going with the medical supply crafting skill for a while before going to armor tech or other skills, because there's tons of money to be made in the medical supplies. Med packs are going for millions, maybe even thousands, especially stims. If you really upgrade stims, you'll be making a couple mil a day, maybe a couple mil in an hour, maybe on the GT market. So make sure you keep that in mind. Which I need to check out that battle focus. So you may be wondering, wow, how did you get so far in this game? Well, it's quite simple, really. It's not like World of Warcraft, where it takes you days to get to a certain level, maybe hours to complete a quest. No, well, first off, let's start with the storyline concept. The storyline is extremely immersive, extremely long, and lots of fun. I'll tell you right now, the best ones are the Bounty Hunter, the Republic Trooper, or, of course, the Jedi Knight or Guardian. Those are the 4 best ones. The Sith, that one tends to drag out and can be pretty boring. Smuggler, same, and the other Jedi classes. But basically speaking, the 3 main are the Bounty Hunter, Jedi Knight, and Trooper. Those are really interesting, really bring out the Old Republic type lore. It's phenomenal. Basically, every, Star Wars fan's dreams, all in one game. Of course, if you may be thinking, well, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I love a good MMORPG. Well, this is also the game for you. I mean, it doesn't have a very deep Star Wars feel, but it also has a good sci-fi feel, and overall, it's very well structured. As you can see, I'm writing a mount right now, which I have 3. 2 of them I bought with credits. The 3rd I got via cartel coins. And there's also pets, in case you were wondering, and other stuff. And of course, tons and tons of abilities. And here we get into one of the cool parts. As you can see, the maps are freaking huge. Here's Coruscant alone, divided into 5 separate areas. All of them completely explorable with loads of quests, dailies, etc. But now we get even further in depth into the game. Of course, this is my starship. You get your own starship at a certain level. I think it's around 15 to 20. I'm going to try to keep every video my usual 10 minutes. So we're approaching that mark soon. So please drop a like, subscribe, comment, anything. I'm really open to suggestions, especially comments. If you like this video, just drop a comment, share your thoughts. Well, as I was saying, time to look at the star map. You saw how big Coruscant is? Well, look at this. in the main star system, you have at least 6 planets, each of them a bit bigger or a bit smaller than Coruscant. For instance, Ormental, the first planet for troopers, a bit smaller. Alderaan, huge. Same with Balmorra. Tython, it's bigger than Ormental, but a little smaller than Coruscant. And Corellia is really freaking huge. And of course, as you can see, there's also space missions. And that's just the core worlds. There's also Distant Outer Rim, Hut Space, Seed of the Empire, and Unknown Regions. Which I haven't been out here yet, because mainly they're really high level, max level. Everything in this game is really well balanced. Maybe thinking 55 is a low level for a max level, but it balances everything out. So this game is hugely diverse, bigger than any other MMORPG I've ever seen, basically. And of course, everything's customizable, everything's your own. Heck, you can choose the colors of your armor. In fact, I'll show you what my guy looks like, just to give you some character type customization view. You really break everything down to a precise level in this game in design. It's really in-depth. I eventually hope to make a video showing the character customization, maybe even doing a hardcore with some friends of mine, play until one of us dies and then that person's out for good, which I know is very enjoyable. And of course, all these outfits you see are starfighter pilots and other armor, but I'm not going to get into that quite yet as to how I got those or the purpose of those. That will be for another video, because this one is almost over, and I also don't want to go over it and spoil the surprise. So you'll have to come back to part 2, etc. to see what the heck I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you continue watching. Please drop a like or subscribe, and of course, as always, stay beautiful, gamers, and game on! Goodbye!